All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Francisco State University. This is Eric. I'm your basketball evangelist. I'm talking to some students here, and they're going to give us some input on what they would like to pay for pizza because they're on budget. Some of them don't work, and even if they do, they go to school full time. So what's your name, sir?
My name is Jacob.
Here, I'll just get the phone a little closer to you. Okay, Jacob, so if you had a choice of buying a large pizza at Blaze, what would you want to pay for it?
Maybe like $15 at most, something like that.
Well, no, but you might want to go lower because that's what it costs now, because we want to give the students a discount.
Yeah, maybe if I were to go lower, like $10, good $10.
That sounds good. Now, if they offered you a small size of pizza, what would you like?
Maybe like $7, $7.
But then again, think about it. Because if you're going to pay 10 for a large, you get so much more. Wouldn't you think a small one would be like you'd want to pay less? I mean, it's up to you, but
preferably, yeah, I'd like to pay less.
No, that's good. That's what I'm asking for. And let me go over now to you. What's your name?
Katrina.
Oh, hi, Katrina. So you're a student on campus. Do you work? Do you just go to? Okay, so you're on a budget, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you were to go to Blaze, what would you want to pay for a large pizza?
Maybe like.
Maybe what?
Maybe like.
No, whatever
10,
you say is fine.
$8, 8.
Okay,
7?
8. Whatever you decide, it's up to you. 7 or 8. What's the?
I'll say 7. Cheaper
Okay,
the better.
it's on the lower end. And what about for a small size pizza?
I guess like $5.
$5. Okay, that sounds really good. But once again, though, if you're paying 7 for a large one, there's so much less in a small one. So you might even want to drop it down a little bit because you get more for your money if you bought a large one for 7 and you got a small one for 5, right? You could share it with your friend. You could split it and cut it in half.
You're so right. I mean, I don't really eat at Blaze, but I
Okay.
don't know the prices.
Well, yeah, no, just wondering just out of the top of your head. Because normally, I think a large pizza is about $14, $15, like we used it previously. So we'd want to get that price down so it's affordable for students. I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, what you said is great. Now over here, let me bring the microphone, the phone. Now, I won't get you in it because I've got my face in it. And what's your name?
Elena.
Lena, what about you? Do you go to Blaze sometimes?
Sometimes.
And what would you feel comfortable paying for pizza, like a large one, for your
10
budget?
for a large and 5 for a small.
Beautiful. Okay, 10 for large, 5 for small. And now we go over here. What's your name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie, like the movie Bonnie and Clyde, but that was years ago.
It's from I'm pretty sure named after like a video game, you know?
Oh, the Bonnie video game?
Yeah.
Do they have Bonnie in the video games? That's so cool. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Years ago, I played pinball, Pac-Man.
Oh.
I mean, back in the day,
Wow.
like in the 80s, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I played it, I think, on a computer, actually. Yeah, but I used to go to pinball places that were open 24 hours a day. There was one by the Transbay Terminal where you could play pinball. And I don't know if kids probably still play it, right?
Not too sure.
What do kids play now online?
Fortnite.
And they play like these monster games, right? Where they try and destroy monsters.
For sure, yeah.
Anyway, so we're talking about now, but how about pizza? What would you pay for a pizza?
I'll probably just agree with, my friend over here, probably 10 for a large, 5 for a small. Maybe discount could just be applied to students,
Right.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. That sounds really reasonable.
Yeah.
And do you work or do you just go to school?
I just go to school right now, yeah. Yeah.
Probably some people work on campus, right? That's good, especially if you go to school here, because then. And do you all live in dormitories? Or okay. Is that better than living like renting a room somewhere? What do you pay like I mean, I don't mean to be personal, but what do you pay like on a monthly rate for a dormitory? Do you know?
$1,600.
Oh, $1,600. Okay. That's a lot. But do you get food?
No.
That is heck a lot. I mean, there are apartments where you could rent a room for like $600. Do you know that? Anyway, but anyway, well, that is a lot. So what do you have in a dorm? Do you share it with somebody?
Yeah.
My goodness. No, really, there are places in the city where you can get much cheaper. But you're close to school. In fact, there are apartments or houses, like where we live on Holloway between Granada and Miramar. There are houses there where people rent. It's a lot less than $1,600 for one person. So if you ever want to look into that, you could actually look on Craigslist. You could find a better rate, but I'm not asking you to move though. Anyway, let me go over here. So what's your name?
Kayla.
Caleb, okay. And so do you go to Blaze sometimes?
Yes.
And what would you feel comfortable paying if you got a student discount?
I would probably pay, like $10 for a large and $5 for a small, because it's like the most reasonable.
But you know what? Let me run this by you. If you buy a large for 10, you could split it with somebody and you pay five each probably.
That's true.
If you could eat the large, I mean, if both of you could share it, right?
Yeah.
Just to cut the money cost. But no, but that's good. So a 10 for large, a 5 for like a slice of pizza, right? Okay, that is great. Thank you all. I still have my football there. Well, you can't show it now because I haven't been able to play catch with anybody yet, but I'm going to find somebody. Anyway, I want to tell everybody it's been such a joy coming to San Francisco State the last 3 days, because there's people, they're receiving donations for sororities and for wrestling, sports. I had to ask the people, what are these acronyms? So I had no idea what they were, but because they're sororities. And I don't know, it's more women's sororities that they're doing, I think, right? So the men stay in, what do the men stay in? That's it, fraternities. I had to be refreshed because I've been away from college for a while. Anyway, everybody, great to talk to these folks. And also, oh, actually, this isn't going to go online. It's going to Chris. So, okay, Chris, so you have the feedback. Thanks.